Welcome to Yellow Skunk Farms. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21, please leave the channel now. I appreciate it. You're looking underneath of what we call an elephant ear, but the correct term is a Empress tree. And they get heart-shaped leaves. They are very evasive. They grow they grow from the roots basically. So you can see that they pop up here, probably coming from this one. In order to get rid of them, you literally have to pull the roots out of the ground and then track the other ones down so they'll spread like you see here. There's one. But the big benefit to these things having them in here is that they're huge solar panels. They're pushing a tremendous amount of sugars and exudates down into my soil, and they're creating a root zone. So the roots are spread out all across the bed, all throughout, even down here at the bottom. Got them down here. They're growing over here. So the more I learn about these, you can see it starts down there at the bottom of the rock. But the more I learn about these Empress trees, the more I like. I mean, farmers and anybody else, I mean, as soon as you pull it up on AI, they're like, get rid of them. You know, they're invasive, they'll take over everything. And that's true. They will if you don't, take care of them. So you can cut them down, they pop right back. But the cool thing about it is that they do come right back. The root system never goes away. So my fungal networks are going to be able to basically attach themselves to those living roots and create that network all throughout the bed. This is going to allow these plants to tap into that network. So these never leave. These are perennials. These are annuals. So these will be gone in 4 months. These never leave. We just have to, manage them basically. So if we want to stop this from growing up, like we do right now, we're going to top it. As you can see, we're just waiting on concrete to dry. Just waiting on all this to turn that grayish color. You can see how it's still kind of dark. We're waiting for it to look like that. Then we can pond shield. Get grandma shears here. But we just come down here, just like we would our cannabis plants. We give her a little top. Chop and drop this on. Then all we have to do is what we can do right now is go ahead and take a leaf. So we just start taking leaves. You can see I've been taking them all through here. You just come in here and pop it off. It's going to open us up a little bit, but look how big they get. Huge veins. Look at that. That's the network we're looking for. So if you want to know what the root system looks like in the ground, you can just look at these veins here and imagine that's what pretty much it looks like. That's what we want it to look like in the soil. We want those veins running through that soil, pushing those however that photosynthesis is turning that light into sugar and then absorbing it. It holds some of it in these arteries or veins or whatever you want to call them, the little tubes basically that everything's flowing through. On back down into the stalk here, down to the root zone. I mean, it's like aloe almost. It smells like peanuts. greasy, that almost like if you opened up a can of like mixed nuts. That's what it smells like. And it puts off this kind of an orangey slime. It is susceptible to fungal disease, bad bacteria, whatever. Something gets on it. I'm not sure if it's coming from the ground or I was pretty sure it was coming from the soil, like deep down into down in the anaerobic zone. But as the bed has gotten better and better and better, I haven't seen as much. At the beginning, we were seeing a lot of this on these big, especially the bigger they got. It seemed like the weaker they got, the bigger they got. Then if grass like this here was resting up against it, like that grass biology would just be eating away at this ear or this leaf. We really just need to chop this up. We'll just fold it up. We're day 13 of flower. We'll come back and get that in a minute. You can see the Orangeline here from OK Calyx is starting to throw some pistils. Not seeing it, you know, heavy yet, but definitely on its way. See some trikes starting to form on the leaves. This is the lunar cheese from Luna Whitcomb. Just almost there. This one's going to really throw some trikes on those leaves. Look at those inside of those leaves, how white they are. Those are trichomes. Getting ready to come on out. They're like, it's time. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. You see how we've been fingering these plants. Girls like a good plucking. So I just like to take a finger. That's going to just open up. Give me a little bit of stress, but not a lot. It's going to open up that light channel for that light to flow down to those lowers. The more light we get down to the lowers, the more they'll come on up, give us what we want. We don't have to top the plant, so it's time to go ahead and take this. You can see how much it's grown since yesterday. So just take that center one, let's open that up nicely, still give us that light. That's all I'm doing. A little a day keeps the harm away. And every time I drop green right here, watch, I guarantee you tomorrow, like I just chop this up and I'll lay it right here. I did that yesterday and it's gone today. I'll watch tomorrow, that'll be gone. It's crazy how fast it disappears. Like they just come up in here and the isopods just destroy anything green. As soon as I chop and drop, they are on it. It's so greasy. Yep, smells like nuts. Not my nuts, but nuts. Ah, that's crazy. I've never actually, I mean, I've smelled it, but I haven't forgotten how almost almondy like. You can see how I've cut this multiple times. Cut it here, I've cut it down there. it just keeps doing what it does. It never dies. And they are correct. The root, you'd have to pull those roots out, and those roots are so in there now. I mean, they're attached down deep, hopefully down into that E horizon. Over here, raspberry deadhead. Looks like we're starting to see some white hairs there. It is day, let's see, 13, so we're getting ready to finish 2 weeks into flower. This girl is a freaking monster. We're not, I mean, we're still weeks. It is just going to take over the whole bed. See, we got the hemp line holding her up. Added some fresh sand and silt coming up from the creek. And you can see the moisture being pulled up. All that will disappear. Like in a couple of days, all that that will all turn to worm casting. It will all just pluck a couple of these off. Things are getting out of hand here. We need to look at that. Don't need this down there. Pretty good for being way down there laying on the ground. Don't see any pest damage or anything. Can't smell, no, it definitely smells like weed. All I smell is nuts. Look how far it has come. There's the creek. And it will be touching this other one here. It already is touching the. Don't think we need that big ass leaf right here. That's the one I've been wanting to take. Looks pretty healthy to me. You can see where we took that finger, it just heals it, just scabs it up and keeps on chucking. Man, that smells good. Holy shit. And look at the moisture in it. She's sucking some water. She's definitely doing her thing. She is loving life down there. See, we took that elephant ear from here yesterday. Look how they're just growing it. 1, 2. Here's another one. Probably should go ahead and top this one too so it don't get crazy. I love that network we're creating. Those things are going to spread all throughout the bed and give us that good fungal tree network that we're looking for. And this one can come off too. Does definitely have a distinct well, like I said, I can't smell nothing off this hand anymore. Smells like peanuts and weed. There we go. Oh, we added some Super Labs. That's what I was forgetting. Super Lab. We did this on Instagram today. This is just spirulina powder, a tablespoon of spirulina powder, some rice wash water. So I took some rice, washed it, took the water, added a tablespoon of spirulina powder, mixed it up real good, covered it with this cloth of the paper towel, let it set overnight, came back the next morning, took a half a gallon of whole milk. There was about this much rice water in there. I added this much milk, and this is 3 days later. 3 days later, it has cheesed up. That cheese was this thick, and then over the next day, it ended up being shrinking down to here, giving us all this lactic acid bacteria. This is what we call Super Lab. It's just the spirulina powder reacts. I don't know the science behind it. It's really good. The spirulina is just an algae. You know, it's a beneficial algae that people use in their in their drinks and add it to their food. It's good for humans. It's also good for your plants and your soil. I use it in the pond, so I throw a shot glass full of it into the pond and into the creek. So I'll do boosh and then throw some in the creek. Simple. Helps break down organic matter. You can see look at the bubbles. That's the lab. We did not have that until we put that. We did that on Instagram this morning. But that will cycle through, help us clean the roots off, cleans the fish, any type of disease or slime that forms on like turtle shells and scales of fish. Heats it right up, cleans that water up. This is why the ponds stay in the creek stay so clean with no filtration. It's just one reason why, of course. That's just a help, but it definitely does help a lot. So with that being said, we're going to end it today on this beautiful Friday. I hope everybody enjoys their day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.